So, good morning, class. So, before we start our lesson, please stand up and Miss Madonna, come here in front and please lead the prayer.
The Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
So, before we start our lesson, please arrange your chair, sit properly, and I will check your attendance. So, Madonna Aquino,
Present.
Francis Zamora.
Present.
Okay, so before we we're going into our topic, so we have an activity. Our activity is called charades. So the instructions for this game, one of you will need to come here in front and pick one of this color paper, and you need to act. So Miss Madonna, come here in front and please pick one, and you need to act. And your classmate needs to guess.
Reading.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so before we proceed, anyone, do you remember our topic yesterday? Okay, Miss Shane?
It's all about figure of speech.
Okay, thank you so much for your response.
So, as we go to our topic, I want you to read our objectives. So, at the end of the lessons, students shall be able to identify a gerund or gerund phrase. Identify the difference between gerunds and gerund phrase. And you will locate the gerunds in the sentence and also use verbals in the form of gerunds in making observations in the pictures. So, our topic for today is all about gerunds. So what is gerunds? Do you have any idea what is gerunds? So gerunds is a verb that is acting a noun and is present as ing or in the last part of a verb or a noun. So, for example, you are thinking. So the word there is think and in, and when you combine it, it will call gerunds. So the examples of gerunds uses is subject, direct object, subjective complement, and the last one is object preposition. So gerunds are verbals from ending in the functions as noun, like the ordinary single word. Noun, a gerund may be used as for the number one is subject. So the example of this is jogging is my favorite spot. So jogging is the gerunds, and is the functions of, and it also functions of the subject as the in the sentence. So it is subject. The next one is direct object. So gerunds can also be a direct object in a sentence or in the verb. So, for example, I truly enjoy jogging. So, jogging is our direct object here is jogging. For the next one is subject complement. So, here in subject complement, when you are complementing the subject, and it's also it also follows. It is joined by the linking verb. For example, my favorite exercise is jogging. So our linking verb here is, and the gerunds is jogging. So it is called subject complement. And the next one, and lastly, is object of a preposition. So in object preposition, for example, Joey takes pleasure in running. So here, running is followed by the preposition in. That's why it is object of a preposition. So, and also here, we also have an example of gerund phrase. So, for example, Joey takes pleasure in running 3 miles each day. So, our gerund phrase here is running 3 miles each day. Because a gerund phrase is a phrases that includes the gerund and the objects that is modified.
Okay, so here's your activity, and I will read the instruction first before you answer. Underline the gerund in each sentence and give its use. I will give you 5 minutes to accomplish the task. Okay, it seems like you really understand our topic for today, so I will give you another group activity, and the learners are divided into 3 groups by count of the teacher hands out the picture of a family doing different recreational activities. So, in group 1, Mr. and Mrs. Cruz, the students are to construct sentences using gerunds based on the picture, and they are going to put a tune to the sentence like a song. And for group 2, Franz and Ariel, the students are to construct sentences using gerunds based on the picture, and they are going to act out what the characters are doing. And for group 3, Lolo Ginny and Lola Emmy, the students are to construct sentences using gerunds based on the picture, and they are going to present a dance routine on what the characters are doing. Okay, to sum up everything, what is gerund? Can you also give out the different uses of gerund? A gerund is a verb form ending in ing or ing and used as a noun like an ordinary single noun. It may be used as a subject, direct object, subjective complement, and object of a preposition. How important is the use of gerund in constructing sentences? Useful type of word because they enable us to speak and write about actions in a more abstract way, positioning those actions as reasons for specific outcomes, habits, and receivers of subject's action.
So here's our last activity for your evaluation. I want you to answer it in 5 minutes. So here's the test 1. You will complete each sentence with a gerund form from the word before the sentence. And for the test 2, you will underline the gerund or gerund phrase in the sentence and give it uses. And for your 11 to 20, how important is the uses of gerunds in in construction a sentence? And so the time will start now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pass your paper. So do you have any questions before we end our lessons? So So for your assignment, I want you to, in one whole sheet of paper, cut and paste an article of a newspaper or a magazine that uses gerund in their sentence.